guys, how are you today? I'm fine. That is not going to be the new intro, by the way. I'm just deciding to do whatever I want. Alright, let me look for a good sound effect. That was a bit loud. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of the Swycast. Now, I'm going to try and make this as short as possible, even though 15 minutes is technically really short. But make this not even 10 minutes long, because I haven't got anything to say, really. The only reason I'm on here is because, I've gone back to Anchor, which is this app that I used to, create a podcast. I decided to go back there and start another one called the Swycast Convos. So basically, it's this podcast, except I'm not alone. So every episode will be me talking to whoever is available at the time. It can be, friends and family, having great chats with them, conversations. Could be actual interviews with any stranger or any minor or major celebrity who wants to pop on here and, boost the popularity or boost my popularity in the process. Nah, that's not ultimately what I'm here for. I just want to make a new podcast because, I'm enjoying it right now. And, it's not that fun, really, when you're doing this on your own. But I don't want to spend too much money just to do what I love. I mean, sure, at the end of the day, I still have to spend money. Literally. To improve my content, yes. But I don't want to spend a buttload just to sound good and probably not have anybody listen to me. Because, to be honest, that's not the kind of vibe I'm going for. I have the same mentality when I make my videos. Or when I'm writing. Not sure about the last part because not many people know that I write. Especially online. Since, I don't see any point in sharing my drafts at the moment, of books and poems that I'm writing right now. But, anyways, allow me to repeat the name of the podcast. It is called the Swycast Convos. You get it? The Swycast Convos. Basically, the Swycast with the word convos. Convos. In it, which is short for conversations. Obviously, you can tell why I called it that. I'm not going to repeat Sorry for that. I'm stuttering again. But anyways, I'm not going to repeat myself as to why I've decided to create a new podcast because, to be quite frank, I don't really need to repeat it. Just if you'll need me to say it, just skip back to the beginning. Alright, cool. Now, it's on Anchor, as I've already established in the beginning. It's going to be a little bit different to this one, because since I'm using the free version of Spreaker to record this episode for this podcast, this Swycast, I can't really earn anything on it. But with Anchor, I can earn stuff. By that I mean money. Basically monetizing my content on there. Of course, people want money. I mainly doing this because I want to see if it works. Just want to try it out. And if it works, I could continue using that feature for the money. I mean, I could literally just ask someone else. But you know what I mean. Just to give it a go. A good go. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. And before I go, I'm gonna basically, give you guys the overall structure of each episode of the Swycast Convos. So, but before I do, make sure you check out the Swycast Convos. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcast. I think it's on Apple Podcast, I'm not sure. But Anyways, it's on Spotify, Google Podcast, Breaker, Castbox. Just go on the Anchor app and you see what I mean. Or just type it in on Google, the Swycast Convos, and surely you'll be able to find it on Google, or anywhere, so that you can access all the podcasting sites and platforms where my podcast is available. In fact, allow me to do so right now. The Swycast Convos. Let's see if it's on here. Damn you, Google. Okay, I'm gonna go on Chrome. So, Swycast Convos. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Come on. .fm. Mate. No, I'm just going to Anchor instead. Not waste your time, because we're getting closer to 10 minutes anyways. Oh, good, somebody listened to the episode. By the way, yeah, episode 1 is already up. I released it last Saturday. Technically, I've edited it a little bit to, redo the ad segments, but anyways. Where is the... Okay, so... podcast settings. But yeah, anyways, it's on Spotify and other apps. And... yeah. So, basically, as I was saying before I go, let me show you not show you, but tell you the structure or how it's going to go. Obviously, I introduce myself before I get to the overall crux of the episode, which is, me having a chat with someone. So the following questions: how we met, what are your interests, have we worked together, and the next question would be, how has lockdown affected you? How has it affected your life? Even though it's really specific to now, but still, we all need to, know each other's pain and stuff like that, and how we can beat this. Then obviously, the sponsorship, and then what are the hobbies, and what they intend to do in the future. We can basically just talk about whatever you want as well in between. And then the next segment I kind of stole, not really stole, but sort of borrowed from another YouTuber / podcaster named Laura Medley, who hosts the Creative Key podcast, where she's basically decided to implement this new thing in the episodes now, since she's been away for a little bit. It's called the 3 keys, keeping the non-brand. So the 3 keys are the key influence, basically, somebody who has had a direct or indirect influence on your life, or inspiration, inspire you to do anything. The second one is key organizational method. So what kind of method do you use to keep yourself organized and get work done effectively and efficiently? And the third and final key is piece of advice. So what kind of advice would you give to somebody starting out off? Just what kind of advice would you give that person? And then, of course, I end it with an outro, obviously. So that's basically how it will go. Okay, thank you. Okay, calm thyself. Gonna go now. Gotta go do a few things, like I literally have work to do from college. Next week is reading week for me. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, this will go up on a Sunday. So, for you guys, it would be in 2 days' time not 2 days' time, but literally, for you guys, tomorrow would be reading week or project week, or for my college at least, since some of you do actually listen to my podcast and you're from college. from the same college. Yeah, we've gone over 10 minutes, so I'm gonna shut up now. So, anyways, make sure you give this podcast a follow. It's on Spotify, and other podcast platforms. I don't remember what they are anymore. Also, follow the Swycast Convos when you can, and hit me up if you all wanna be featured on this episode. Basically, everything's in the show notes so that you know exactly how to do exactly that. How to get yourself featured on the podcast. Also, follow my socials and my YouTube channels. And I'm gonna go now. So, I'll see you guys next week for a proper topic. Not a proper topic. This is a proper topic, but sort of, not really relating to current affairs or anything like that. Not that I intend this podcast to be about current affairs only, even though the past few episodes have been sort of relating, if not actually based on current affairs. I'm gonna try and make it a bit more personal, but until what? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'll let you go. So see you next week, right, Yellow? And goodbye.